Hey guys. Um, so this lecture I'm super excited about. We are going to talk a little bit about literature today. Um, Sorry, trying to get the screen right. Okay. Um, so a couple of different things that I want to talk about, some benefits to literature, and then some suggestions. Some people are finding themselves with more free time during this and some with far less. I know some of you are in different situations, but hopefully you're finding a little bit of time for some self-care, for some downtime. And I'm hoping that some of these suggestions will help you with that. So lots of reasons to read literature. One of my favorite is just the sort of enrichment it gives to us. The way we can sort of discover things about ourselves or put words to things that we didn't know, or that we did know but we didn't quite know how to say. And so I think some of those personal enrichments are really important. Um, Another important thing more outside of ourselves is empathy. And literature invites us into lives that are not our own, that lives that will never be our own, lives that we can never entirely inhabit, but lives that we can better understand through literature. It gives us a way to experience someone else's situation in a way that cold facts never will. Really inhabiting a person's situation um, is something that we can do through literature. And it's been shown over and over through studies that the more you read, the more empathetic you become. Of course, not for everybody. This isn't across the board. Um, but it does allow us to see things from different perspectives, especially when it's literature, especially when it's fiction and it's something we're sort of immersed in. Neuroscientists have often also found, which I thought this was really interesting, that the parts of our brains that are involved in the activities we're reading about actually light up when we're reading literature. So if you read about somebody swimming, the parts of your brain that would light up if you were actually swimming light up while you're reading about that, which I think is really cool. That we're able to actually, our brains are actually experiencing these things in some ways, which is kind of fun. It also, literature reading also provides stress relief. I know some of these stay at home orders are difficult. I hope you guys are able to get outside still. But reading is another way to know that we're not alone in some of the things we're feeling, and also to just take a moment to step away from things and experience something different. I would never suggest that we should be living in a fantasy world right now. We absolutely shouldn't be. The real world needs us and needs us at our best right now. But there is a time for rest. There is a time for moments of escape or moments of sort of recentering. So I totally suggest seeing reading as an opportunity to do that. Um, Also, something really important about all of these studies that are done, it's important that this is actually immersion in a book, and not just skimming for information and not just reading one of the 7 open tabs on your computer at any given time. So, for us to get these benefits, for us to get these benefits of empathy and benefits of stress relief and benefits of actually experiencing something else, you do need to be immersed. You need to sort of lose yourself in that story. Um, so, a couple of recommendations from me. This is not a comprehensive list of my favorite books or anything, but as I sat down and I was like, what would I recommend? If somebody just has a little bit of free time, wants to try something new, what would I recommend? And these are some of the books that I came up with in lots of different categories. And then I asked my husband and my kids. So, if you do have kids at home, there are some kid suggestions as well, and some suggestions from my husband that I totally agree with, but things that he came up with that wouldn't have necessarily made my list. So that was kind of fun. So you can take a screenshot of that or whatever you want to do. And if you're just looking for something new to experience, different perspectives, or just, again, a way to sort of take a break from what's happening right now, and enjoy a story, those are some of my suggestions. Next week we will be talking about habits. Um, I love this Dilbert cartoon. I think it encapsulates a lot of sort of the way we interact. And I want to talk a little bit more about that. and ways we can combat some bad habits and create some good ones. So, weekly updates are also up in video, and I look forward to talking to you guys either on office hours or Piazza or however you want to get a hold of me. I hope you're all well. Bye, guys.